Wine. No, no, no. Crying. Wine crying while seeing the photos of the young pretty girl. They are making out in the photo. There was a letter where only written, leave him. He's only using you like others, girl. Wine ran upstairs while crying. Wine came inside the dressing room. She hurriedly took off her earrings, necklace, and wiped her lipstick with the back of her hand while looking at the mirror. Her mascara is already ruined by her tears. She threw everything on the floor while crying. She sat on the floor while crying loudly. Wine, he can't do this to me. He said he loves me. He can't cheat on me. He can't. Wine crying like a little girl while sitting on the floor. Taeyang came inside while smiling happily. He directly went upstairs to their room. When he entered inside the room, he saw showpiece and other more things fallen on the floor broken. His smile faded away. His heart started beating, fear of losing her again. Taeyang, Wine, but no response. He hurriedly ran inside the dressing room. His heart started paining when he didn't find her here and seeing the things fallen on the floor messily. Taeyang, Wyan, shout, where are you, baby? Come out, please stop playing, tearing. No response. He frustratingly ran his fingers in his hair and went downstairs. Taeyang, Wyan. He's literally roaring like a lion. Taeyang, Wyan, where are you? Hearing his shout, everyone came to the living room. Maid, Mr. Kim, what happened? Taeyang, where is my Wyan? Maid, Mrs. Kim was at upstairs. Taeyang, she is not upstairs anymore. Where is she? Maid, I saw her went to upstairs while crying. Taeyang, crying? Maid, yes, Mr. Kim. Someone sent her a parcel, and after seeing what is inside of the parcel, she started crying and went upstairs. Taeyang, what? But she's not upstairs. Then where the hell is she? Maid, we don't know, Mr. Kim. Taeyang, if something bad will happen to her, I swear to God, I will kill all of you. Taeyang, Josh, yes, boss. Taeyang, check every CCTV footage immediately. Josh, okay, boss. Taeyang looked at the maids. Taeyang, now why are you guys standing here? Leave in front of my eyes before I shoot all of you. Shout angrily. Taeyang sat on the sofa. Taeyang, where are you, Ryan? Suddenly he heard thunderstorms outside and started raining outside, and it's making Taeyang more worried. After some time later, Josh came inside with a laptop. Josh, boss, here is the CCTV footage. Taeyang checked all of the footage and found she didn't left outside of the house, which made Taeyang confused. Taeyang, if she didn't went outside, then where is she? Soon his eyes got widened. He gave back the laptop to Josh and ran upstairs. He came to the backside of the mansion where is the big terrace. This is the only place he didn't search. His eyes catch her small figure sitting on the ground in the rain and hiding her face between her knees while sobbing and her backside resting on the railing. He sighed in relief. At last he found her. His soul came back into his body. He started stepping towards her, but he felt something under his feet. He bent down and found his picture with the girl sitting on his lap. He sighed and went close to her, then stand beside her. Taeyang, stand up, Wine. It's raining. You will catch cold. She didn't say anything, not even look at him. He took off his coat and placed it over her body, then sat in front of her. Still she didn't look at him, but he can hear her loud sobbing. Taeyang tried to touch her face, but she pushed his hand away. Then finally she looked at him with her bloodshot teary eyes. Taeyang's point of view. When she looked at me, my heart clean seeing her red puffy eyes due to crying. She looked at me with anger visible in her eyes. Why are you here? Why do you come back? Why you came here when you have your lover outside? Why did you make me fall in love with you? Shouting plus crying. Why did you came back to my life when you were enjoying yourself with other women? Hold his shirt collar. Taeyang, Wine, come down baby. Let me explain. Wine. What's left for explain, huh? Can't you see your sin in front of your eyes? Pointing at the picture. Taeyang forcefully hugged her tightly while holding her head on his chest and Wine trying to free herself. Why? Just why did you do this to me? Taeyang hugged her more tightly, letting her cry. After some time later, she calmed down a bit. He slowly broke the hug and cupped her cheeks. He kissed on her forehead. She tried to move her face aside, but he grabbed her jaw and kissed on her lips. She didn't kiss him back. He broke the kiss and looked at her deeply. Taeyang, Wine, look at me. Wine shook her head as no while crying softly. Taeyang, I said look at me. Hearing his cold tone, she slowly looked at him while hiccuping. Taeyang found it cute and he picked her lips. Taeyang, it was 4 years ago when you didn't came into my life. But after you came in my life, I haven't touched any woman. I agree I used to go to club and had fun with girls, but that was 4 years ago. After found you in my life, I have changed. I stopped going to club and I don't know who sent you these pictures. But trust me, I swear I didn't even look at any other woman the way I look at you, staring at her. You're the only girl who have power to make me sit on my knees in front of you. You are the love of my life. You are my entire world. So never ever try to leave or run away from me. He joined their forehead together. Wine, I owned, whispers while crying. But tell me one thing, when I was with you 4 years ago, did I knew all about this? Taeyang chuckled and picked her lips. Taeyang, yes my love, you accept me the way I am. You knew everything about me, my bad things, good things, everything you knew. And then you accept my proposal and we got married, staring at her while smiling. Taeyang, now tell me, will you go on a date with me? Wine chuckled. Wine, we are totally waste. Taeyang, I swear to God, I will kill that person who ruined our date. Wine just laughed at his words. Wine, let's enjoy the rain. Taeyang smiled back at her and pulled her up with him and his coat fell on the ground. He wrapped his both arms around her waist and she wrapped her both hands around his neck. They started moving their bodies slowly. They are dancing in the rain while looking into each other's eyes. Wine slowly rested her head on his shoulder while dancing slowly with him. Taeyang, you are looking beautiful. Kissed her cheek. Wine, am I? Wine looked up at him. Wine, you are looking handsome. Pick his jaw. They both laughed out at the same time. He looked at her and tucked some wet hairs behind her ear while looking into her eyes. Taeyang, let me have you tonight, bird, caressing her cheek while looking into her eyes. Wine, who is stopping you, leaning on his touch more. Do whatever you want to, after all I'm yours, whispered softly. Taeyang smashed his lips on her and pressed her body back onto the railing. She kissed him back without wasting any time. Suddenly thunderstorm popped which made Wine flinch. Taeyang broke the kiss and picked her up in his arms like bridal style and went inside. Taeyang slowly placed her feet on the ground while looking into her eyes. He grabbed the back of her neck and pulled her into a passionate kiss. He slowly removed her wet hairs from her shoulder and pulled her closer by holding her waist. His lips trailed down and started giving open mouth on her cheekbone. He started kissing her neck and she giving him more access to her neck. Her hand on his chest slowly trailed up to his neck, then ran her fingers into his wet hairs. He hemmed on her skin in satisfaction. He started giving open mouth all over her exposed skin. His hands went backside of her and started unzipping her dress, and within a sec, her dress fell on the ground, leaving her totally exposed in front of him. Only her inner was on her body. He started leaning towards her and she started backing away. Soon she fell on the bed and her back came to contact with the cold bed sheet. Taeyang hovered over her and again captured her lips into a kiss, and she kissed him back while pulling him closer by his neck. He broke the kiss and stood on his knees. He started unbuttoning his shirt while directly looking down into her eyes. He got rid of his shirt and again bent down on her. He intertwined their hands and again pulled her into a kiss, and she kissed him back with love. She wrapped her arms around his neck, pulled him closer. He pulled the white cover on them, his hands roaming on her body freely, making her breathless. Next morning, Wine slowly opened her eyes, adjusting with the morning light. She was facing at the window, so sunlight directly falling on her face. She looked down under the cover and found Taeyang sleeping on her chest while hugging her, and she is hugging him back by his neck. It's looking like she's feeding him something. She smiled and slowly caressing his hairs. He rubbed his face on her chest in his sleep like a child. She slowly unwrapped his hands from her waist and stood up from the bed without making any noise. She don't want to disturb his sleep. She wore his shirt and again carefully covered him with the blanket and went inside the bathroom.